Daybreak Genetics is a medical diagnostic company in Baltimore, Maryland that helps extend people's lives, reduce suffering, and lowers healthcare costs by improving the diagnosis and treatment of patients and by providing better information to physicians. Daybreak develops and commercializes tests for a variety of health conditions that can lead to certain cancers and other diseases, including pancreatic cancer, retinoblastoma, hereditary melanoma, and ovarian cancer. Daybreak also makes sophisticated diagnostic hardware, and at its Greenspring laboratory, Daybreak is doing groundbreaking research and gene therapy and organ regeneration. With Daybreak Genetics, a new day is dawning.
Hello, I'm Jennifer Anderson, Chief Executive Officer of Daybreak Genetics. Daybreak Genetics is a biotechnology company headquartered in Baltimore, Maryland. We also have a laboratory in Greenspring, Maryland, near Stevenson University. Daybreak Genetics has developed a line of highly accurate and medical diagnostic test kits that help doctors detect the early onset of certain serious illnesses, such as retinal cancer. Daybreak's parallel line of genetic test kits help doctors determine whether patients have a genetic disposition to certain hereditary diseases, including breast cancer and certain melanomas. Daybreak holds several patents on the essential ingredients and processes used in these tests. Besides our medical diagnostics business at our Greenspring lab, Daybreak Genetics scientists are doing groundbreaking research into gene therapy, adult stem cells, and organ regeneration. We don't yet have regulatory approval for any products in these fields, but we are making tremendous progress, and we've filed patent applications on our discoveries and inventions. Until now, Daybreak's business has mostly been confined to the United States. We have been patenting our inventions in Europe and some Asian countries. That's because we've been expecting to expand into those markets soon. We've also applied for regulatory approval to market customized versions of our diagnostic tests in several countries. Just 2 weeks ago, we received a batch of regulatory approvals for the European Union. So now we're ready to move more aggressively into Europe and other important markets. Daybreak is going to need help looking at legal questions as it expands around the globe. You're likely to be contacted by several members of our senior management, including Steve Gates, VP for Marketing, and Jerry Taransky, VP for Regulation. We all look forward to working with you and hearing your insights into our legal issues.
Hi, I'm Steve Gates, Vice President for Marketing of Daybreak Genetics. As you know, Daybreak Genetics is a medical diagnostics and biotechnology company in Baltimore, Maryland. Daybreak is planning to expand its business in Europe and potentially other parts of the world. Right now, I'm in Cambridge, England, where I visited a potential distributor for our medical diagnostics products. The company is called Pharma Brit Limited, and it already distributes a lot of products similar to Daybreak's throughout Europe. I met with Roger Davenport, Pharma Brit's CEO. Mr. Davenport explained his company's business, and he also mentioned an opportunity we hadn't thought about, partnering with Pharma Brit by producing our kits in Europe. Here's what he said.
Now, I'm certainly glad that you contacted us here at PharmaBrit. Of course, we're interested in discussing the possibility of becoming Daybreak Genetics' European distributor. We already sell throughout the EU a variety of medical diagnostic kits manufactured by other companies, but we don't have any products that overlap with Daybreak Genetics products. So it would be a perfect fit. We should also explore whether PharmaBrit can manufacture Daybreak's kits under license in Europe at a lower cost than in the US. You see, we recently acquired a laboratory and manufacturing facility in Bulgaria, where we have extremely low production costs and very high quality control. My colleague Anna Vasilov, well, she can tell you more about that.
Hello, I'm Anna Vasilov and I am the director of PharmaBread, Bulgaria. The building you see behind me is PharmaBread's new state-of-the-art laboratory near Sofia, Bulgaria. Some of the top life scientists in Eastern Europe are doing cutting-edge genetic research in our Sofia lab. We also have many highly trained lab technicians. PharmaBread also has a manufacturing facility where we assemble medical diagnostic kits for sale in the European Union. We offer advantages for biotech firms that want to break into Europe because our costs are low, but our work is first-rate.
So really, in order to have a serious discussion about a business collaboration, we'll need to exchange technical and cost information. So if you can actually provide us with a non-disclosure or a confidentiality agreement, we could begin those discussions immediately. So I look forward to hearing from you.
This is pretty exciting for us because it could help us get a foothold in Europe a lot quicker than we thought. Whether Daybreak and PharmaBread are really a good fit depends on a lot of factors like technical capabilities of the Bulgarian facility, PharmaBread's cost versus Daybreak's cost, whether PharmaBread is already working with our competitors, whether our intellectual property is or can be protected in this agreement, and so on. All of these factors involve sensitive, confidential information of Daybreak and PharmaBread. Mr. Davenport is right. We can't really talk about all of this without a good non-disclosure agreement. I talked with Daybreak Genetics president about my meeting at PharmaBread today. She says we should go ahead and prepare the non-disclosure agreement. We need to be sure that neither party can disclose the confidential information to people outside its company. Also, each party has to agree that it won't use the other party's confidential information for any purpose other than exploring this business collaboration. Can you draft the non-disclosure agreement for us?